All right. As I said, I'm gonna continuously make more videos, and it's because as these people try to gaslight you and get you to accept these disgusting things, as they tell you they gonna beat you because they want you to accept this nonsensicalness. They truly want you to be like accept this retardation of thoughts of this narration that we have. We're obviously manipulating you, but don't believe it. Don't believe the, don't believe that we're manipulating you. Um, I'll always try to bring up examples, and especially when they try to gaslighting and do try to do noise campaign on things that just not illogical. I notice that people who are quick to go into the illogicalness are people who are so desperate to make you accept this non-reality thing. They do the pedophile type of torture, and in their mind, they try like, "Oh, we're just researching the way you look." It's so obvious manipulation. 2 seconds ago, I looked at this picture because there's something about some genocide in Africa. And there's let me see. Uh, let me see. Give me 2 seconds. There's this there's this picture. Let's try to and so you see this. This is some miss of that country. I think it's in Central East Africa. And during the genocide, they killed her, right? In the 90s, early 90s. And I have this picture, one on the right, and and I'm trying to figure out because in this picture, this person looks really young, right? It's like a very young teenager, but you know, and they're trying to mess with me, right? She in this picture, she looks a like a really like me, like she look like 15-year-old, but it's the picture of her, and on the other side is her, where she more look like what it appears to be her. I don't know if it's her or not, but I'm like, if they're showing this picture, it's like, was she a miss looking like that? Because she looked like a kid in this picture. Now I don't know. I know that some people look much younger than what they are, but if I looked at her right now like this, I'll think this is like a teenage kid, a 15-year-old kid. I'll think something like that. Now is she that when she died? Mind you, this is a dead person. It's a person who's no longer with us. She was killed during this genocide in the early 90s. So in the midst of me looking at it, uh, first of all, they're gonna try to force you. Like, how old is she? Now, this is the picture they post of her when, as a reminder of a memory of her. The first thing that goes in my brain is like, how old is she? Because in this picture, she looked like a teenager, mid teen, right? And it's like, I don't know, maybe she looked like that when she was actually like a late teen, or she actually they took a picture of her when she was younger, and they start like creating some like they try to like giving me like try to make me go back and forth, and they start like making noise campaign to try to get me to subscribe to this, truly trying to get me to accept this nonsensical. This is a dead person. Do you think I would care if I was normal? If this thing like I would just look at her as like so sad, so young, and died. She looks super young, and that's that. Now it's like, oh my gosh, was she a miss? How old is she in this picture? Is she a kid? Like, well, either way, even if she was like 18 and still a kid, but was she actually like an underage kid? Like, this is the new back and forth. Somebody who's dead, who's been dead for a long time at this point, almost 30 years, and they try to get me to see this in this weird way to prove their points. That's nonsensical. I don't know if this person is her when she just got the miss of that country, or is her a few years. If I looked at her, I would think she's a teenage kid. Now, is she somebody who's like a teenage kid? I mean, like 15 years old. Now, if is she somebody who's not a teenager, like an adult teenager? I wouldn't think so. But if that's the picture they put there, maybe that's true. I don't know. Some people look younger than others. Is that the case here? I don't know. But to them, is something that uh they're like it's proof. You see, oh, she's young. Oh, she's like she look like a kid, but I don't know. She's actually a kid. Just it's that simple. And I know some people do look younger than what they're like. I don't know, but if I looked at her, I would think that she's like 15, 16. Is she really 15, 16 in this picture? I don't know. But that's the picture they show her of this person who's dead, who's no longer with us, who died in the early 90s. And they want to create some weird thing. Sad. Pretty cute. Like, but, like, do you think I imagine myself being with somebody like that? Like, on top of that, she's dead. Like, it's just crazy. They try to change things into something else. Like, create interest. Like, how? I see, if what I would naturally see that is sad, really sad. This young woman died, and look how young she looked. She looked like a kid. You understand? And instead of that, they try to make it. Oh yeah, yeah. They see that's your type. That's what you want. Crazy. With no shame. With absolutely no shame. Trying to create this BS. I'm not gonna let them live the fantasy. They're like, oh, you're attracted. Jesus. I can reassure you. I could never look at this and be like, oh my gosh, especially when she looks in this picture. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm interested. Never. I could never. At least not in this picture here. But if anything, I'm looking at her as like, she looked really young in this picture. Is she? And the reason why I'm thinking like that is because they're starting to go. They always try to make me like ask this random question to try to get the stimulation. And right now, what they're doing, they're making me look at this person on the left and stimulate me on her, and then go into the picture here. So nonsensical. Earlier I was on the call, and they're like, they always try to leave off this reality they've put together, where they're like, we just proved it. No, you just manipulate people into thinking these nonsensical ways, and they try to gaslight you. It's like, oh, we're gonna beat you up. We got so much. You are just idiot to think that. First of all, and this is somebody who's dead, and you try to force me to create some trash. They are trash, human trash. I cannot respect these people. Whatever's gonna happen to me, give me strength. I'd rather die like this and live like them. They are the bottom feeders. They are the trash of the earth. Earlier they're like, oh, we've released. You stop lying. You've killed women and children, and now you are here trying to make me stimulate on somebody who died in '94, and try to make me. Is the picture on the right? Is that when she died? It when she was younger? Was she one? This picture on the right? The one was it when she just got killed, or when she was younger, or is it? And they're like, and you're stressing. This is the life of these people. Me, I don't have no choice. I'm being forced to think this way. I'm being forced to manipulate, to be tormented this way. This is nonsensical. Instead of saying like, oh my gosh, this person died, young. Oh, sad. Now it's like, how old was in this picture? Was he one? Is it? Was the other? This is how they torment you. But trash is trash. And they keep telling me how they're waiting for me. They're gonna rape you because now there's validation. Now that you see, they'll rape you. We proved it. That's the level of stupidity. Would you subscribe to people like that? Regardless of what's happened to me, I'm thankful. The only rebuttal they have is like, wait for it. Wait for it because now it's gonna make more sense. Trash. Bottom feeders and pedophiles try to create things on this poor woman, young woman who died. Try to make it. See that picture when she in that picture is that her? That's the kind of things they create in my head. And then when I'm like, and it was like, is it? Is he not? Is it? Maybe she, maybe like, some people look. Did she look that young, even though she was a miss? Because she looked like a 15-year-old kid there, but maybe that's because she looks younger. But or maybe it's the actual her when she's 15 years old, and that's like this is the kind of back and forth. And then, oh, we got you. We matched. Nonsensical retardation in my head when I try to create a way to look at the picture when she looks like 15 years old in a stimulating way. That comes to all of us. Before I crash, I just want to say thank you, God. I didn't have to live their life. So compromised that now they're trying to make you accept this nonsensicalness.